I experienced up close one of the greatest classics between Barcelona and Real Madrid, and what a historic night. This Sunday, 11th, at the Luis Companys Olympic Stadium, I witnessed a true battle between giants. Barcelona defeated Real Madrid 4-3 in an electrifying match, valid for the 35th round of La Liga, a victory that not only could secure the Catalan title, but may also have marked the end of Carlo Ancelotti's era at the helm of the merengue team. Before we begin, I want to thank you for watching once again. Thank you so much for following the channel. And if this is your first time here, welcome. Here, we talk about football with passion, analysis, and sincere opinions. So make sure to subscribe, hit the bell to not miss any content, and leave a like because today's topic is hot. A historic classic, full of goals, controversies, and perhaps the match that decided La Liga. With a 7-point advantage and only 9 left to play for, Hansi Flick's team is one hand and one foot on the trophy. And it wasn't just any win. It was against the biggest rival, in a match filled with emotion, twists, controversies, and individual brilliance. Real Madrid started the match like a steamroller. Just 5 minutes in, after an error from Barça, Mbappé was fouled in the box and converted the penalty himself. The play sparked a lot of discussion due to a possible offside, but the referee interpreted that there was control and a back pass from the defender. The second came at the 14th minute, with another precise shot from Mbappé, following a Trivela assist from Vinicius Jr. But anyone who thought Barça would be shaken was wrong. At the 18th minute, Eric Garcia scored a header from a corner taken by Ferran Torres and sparked the comeback. Shortly after, in a beautiful collective play, Yamal equalized. The referee overlooked a possible handball from De Jong in the initial play, but the goal was validated. The moment was ours. Rafinha, in an inspired performance, turned the game around after stealing the ball from Pedri and then extended the lead just before halftime after a mistake by Lucas Vázquez. The first half ended with a 4-2 scoreline for the Catalans, and the stadium was ecstatic. In the second half, the intensity didn't drop. We kept pushing, even scoring with Yamal after a beautiful 1-2 pass exchange with Rafinha, but the goal was ruled offside. Real Madrid, however, didn't give up. At the 24th minute, they capitalized on an error from Barça in the build-up and Mbappé scored his third of the game. The classic had even more controversy. Ferran shot, the ball hit Tchouaméni's arm and the players asked for a penalty. The referee reviewed it via VAR, but decided not to award it. The arm was close to the body, and there was no unnatural movement. In the final minutes, Real pushed forward. Endrick entered, Vinny Jr. left with an injury, and Munoz had a chance to equalize but missed a clear opportunity against Szczęsny. Mbappé still scored in injury time, but it was ruled offside. In the final play, Fermín López in net, but the referee disallowed it for a handball. With the win, Barcelona takes a giant step toward the Spanish title. On the other side, Ancelotti's cycle seems to have come to an end. For 4 years in his second stint, the Italian coach is now rumored as a possible replacement for Dorival Jr. as Brazil's national team coach. If this was indeed Ancelotti's last classic in charge of Real, it couldn't have been more dramatic. For us, there's a sense of mission accomplished, and the trophy is ever closer to the Camp Nou, or rather, the Luis Companys Olympic Stadium. Hansi Flick was pleased after the important win against Real Madrid, which has put them on the brink of the title. However, the German doesn't want to celebrate anything, as he assured in an interview with Movistar, "I'll have to check my heart." With humor, the coach acknowledged that the match was truly a test for the nerves. Even with the victory, he made sure to point out that there are areas to improve, especially in defense. It would be easy to say that the tactic was to score 4 if they score 3. We need to improve a lot in defense. When we press, everything is fine. But after a mistake, things get complicated. Today we faced very fast players. Regarding the La Liga title race, the coach kept his feet on the ground. Despite the lead in the table, he avoided any premature celebrations. We don't feel like champions. We're in a good position, but we need 3 more points. Every rival wants to beat. It would be nice to win 3 titles. When asked about the achievement of winning all 4 classics of the season, he valued the accomplishment, but stressed that the main focus is on trophies. I've said it many times. When you arrive, you have goals, and titles are the main thing. We need to be more stable defensively. Real Madrid has exceptional players and knows how to attack our backs. We need to train more and improve for next season. The coach also spoke about the team's spirit, clearly proud of what he sees in day-to-day training. "My team has a great mentality. It's fantastic. They love to compete with each other, and that shows in training. The last 4 months haven't been easy, but I'm proud of their mentality and attitude. It was a memorable night, not only because of the result, but also because of the word coach who, even after such a massive win, keeps total focus on the final stretch of the season. And as he said, Barcelona still doesn't consider themselves champions, and each game will be treated like a final. It wasn't Vinicius' night. Besides his performance field, there was also the confusion with the bench during his substitution. It was as if the stands were waiting to mock him, and that's exactly what happened. After several minutes of confusion and anger from some of his teammates over his gestures toward the bench, first asking for a substitution and then hesitating, Ancelotti decided to replace him with Victor Munoz. And when Vinicius was on his way to the bench, a Barcelona fan stood up and showed him a beach ball over the fences. Vinicius entered the bench pointing at the fan and said a few words, which were captured by Movistar cameras and mobile phones in the stands. Carvajal, one of the team captains, liked a post on Instagram that criticized Vinicius Jr.'s behavior, causing a stir before the match. The post, made by a foreign profile, showed clips of Vinicius refusing to pass the ball to teammates, opting for individual plays that were unsuccessful. Carvajal's generated headlines and raised questions about the internal atmosphere of Ancelotti's squad, which is set to leave at the end of the season. Ancelotti also had to explain Rodrygo's absence in the Clásico. Even though a victory was crucial, the coach didn't put the Brazilian forward on the field. In the post-match press conference, he explained that despite recovering from a fever that kept him out of the last match against Celta Vigo, Rodrygo wasn't in the best physical condition. There's nothing wrong with Rodrygo. I'm very happy with him. He didn't recover well from a fever and wasn't at best. Meanwhile, a small group of Real Madrid fans gathered at Valdebebas to protest the team situation. The national police arrived at Sport City, and private security removed a banner that read, "Shame." But when players left in their cars, they received both insults and applause. My opinion. From the first minutes, I could tell it was going to be an electrifying game. Real Madrid went 2-0 up with 2 Mbappe goals in less than 15 minutes. Our defense was exposed, and it seemed like the rival would take full control of the match. But that's when Barcelona showed its strength. I saw a team that didn't falter. Little by little, we found our rhythm. Eric Garcia scored a header and reignited the team. Then, I witnessed a beautiful collective play ending at Lamine Yamal's feet, who calmly equalized. That was the moment I realized Barca was back in the game. Rafinha, in a performance full of effort and intelligent positioning, turned the game around and even extended the lead for halftime. 2 goals from him. And even after that, I heard him say that he didn't deserve the Man of the Match award. I thought it was a sincere and surprising statement. He highlighted other names like Eric, Lamine, Pedri, Ferran. This shows just how united the group is. In the second half, the game remained tense. Real still managed to score, and Barcelona had chances to extend the lead, but also made defensive mistakes that almost cost us. The attack worked very well, with fast plays and triangles that confused the Madrid defense. It was clear to me that the offensive system was the difference, but the defense still needs adjustments. If we want to secure the title and think about next season, that's the area to improve. I left the stadium with the feeling that I had witnessed a historic match, and with the certainty that this Barcelona, even imperfect, has heart, resilience, and a promising future. What about you? Can we say Barcelona is champions yet? Does this save the season, or will it be a disappointing failure in the Champions League? Leave your opinion in the comments. If you like content, leave a like and share. See you next time.